Hi everyone. Exciting day today. First van trip of 2026. Sorry. Excited. Yeah, so not been away in the van for a night since October last year, I think. Yeah, it was October. So I'm ready. I am ready. We've had a really busy 3 months, so just not a chance to get away. But this week, opportunity came along, and I thought, you know what? Let's go for it. So that's it. We're on our way. So there's a few firsts I want to tell you about this trip. And the first Bluetooth microphone. Get me. Who do I think I am? After doing the first couple of videos, I didn't think the audio was great on the phone, the iPhone I'm using. So a few videos that I watched and a few reviews suggested just getting a Bluetooth microphone. So that's what I've got, a cheap and cheerful recommended Bluetooth microphone. It was really cheap, Mrs. Mansell. So yeah, I'm giving it a try for the first time. Let me know if you think it's any good or if you think I've wasted my money. It wasn't expensive. I think it was about 20 quid. Not too bad. So yeah, this is the first try. So there we go, the new Bluetooth microphone. So that's the first. The second first is last night I got ridiculously excited about a campervan toilet. Oh yes. I've been meaning to get a better toilet to use in the van. So up to now, when I first got the van, I got myself a go outdoors basic bucket toilet, basically. It was about 12 quid. It's done the job. It's been okay for a toilet. However, I wanted something a bit better, just in case, you get them emergency number twos. It could happen. So I just wanted to get something a bit better. So again, bit of research, Facebook groups, YouTube, and I've ended up getting myself a Thetford 355. It's a beauty. Off Facebook Marketplace, 45 quid. It was advertised at 50. Got it for 45. I think they're about £90 new, so bit of a bargain. Never been used, I want to add. The guys told me and promised me, and it looked brand new in the box. So he's selling off all his camping gear. Got himself a really nice motorhome, actually. So he's selling all his camping gear off. So just local to where I was, 15 minutes down the road. So I just nipped and picked it up last night. So it's the first trip for that. I do need to get some chemicals from somewhere, but I'm sure where I'm going there's going to be some camping shops or wherever I can pick some up. So yeah, there you go. That's the second first. How exciting. I will not, obviously, for obvious reasons, be showing you the use of the Thetford toilet, which I'm sure you'll be pleased about. Nobody needs to see that. So yeah. And then the third, there's four firsts. I should have saved these for the videos. There's four firsts. The third first is a coffee machine. So I bought a coffee machine that I use in the kitchen at home to give it a try in the van, because I do like a morning coffee. So I just brought it along to give it a go. The inverter's 3 kilowatt in the van, 3,000 watts. From what I've looked, I think the machine uses up to 1,500-ish watts, so should be fine to run it off grid. So yeah, we'll give that a try, either this afternoon or in the morning, we'll see. And then the last first is I've never ever done a wild camp. I've always stayed on campsites. I've stayed on nice sites as well. I've stayed on caravan and camping club sites. I joined, they're going to be good sites, good facilities, all that kind of stuff. But you know what? I thought I've got a van that's designed really to be off grid. I've not been off grid yet. I've not wild camped, so this is it. Tonight's the night. We're going to give it a go. A bit nervous about it, I'll be honest. And where I'm going, it's not great for car parks, for camping overnight. The local council has been putting up signs in the last few months, I think, saying no overnight camping. So the area is really not good for finding somewhere. I've been looking on Park for night, and there's a couple of places I've earmarked I can have a go. But until I get there and look, I don't really know. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where I end up. So that's it, yeah. So the destination, drum roll, is Scarborough. Good old Scarborough. I do like Scarborough. Got a lot of good history with Scarborough, good memories. So yeah, I'm meeting a friend, a work friend, and now a good friend called Russ. We're going to look at some railway in Scarborough. So if you're into your railway, I work on the railway. I'm a signal sighting engineer on the railway. I'm self-employed. And I'm going to meet Russ. Russ works on the railway. We're going to look at some railway around Scarborough. So if you're into your railway, this is the video for you. If you're not, when we get there, whiz it on a bit. If you just haven't bothered about the camping stuff, but you never know. You never know. You might find it interesting. So that's the plan. We're going to see a bit of Scarborough Coast, North Yorkshire, that area. Russ has told me that there is the best fish and chip shop in the land. And I'm sure he said it was in Seamer. Seamer's not too far from Scarborough. So that's where we're going to go for his tea. So, yeah, we're going to give these fish and chips a go. I'll give them a rating. I do like the fish and chips. Obviously, when you're near the coast, you've got to have fish and chips. So, yeah, that's another high point, hopefully, of the trip. So we'll see how we get on. So, yeah, see you when we get there. See you in a bit. Happily driving along, I suddenly remembered I need some new chemicals for my new Campervan. And at this point, something went wrong with the audio. I have no idea what happened. It just stopped recording. So, yeah, sorry. Just some nice video of an awesome beach at Caton Bay. Enjoy. We then had a drive into Scarborough, parked up, and had a walk past P-Zone Park and into the Scarborough open air theatre that looks absolutely awesome. Never been before to see a band, but it's now on my list. It's a fantastic looking place. can't guess where I am. You are in for a right royal treat now. We're going to see it's claimed to be the world's longest bench. See if you can guess where I am. Put it in the comments below. I'll tell you in a minute. Look, there you go. See if you can guess where I am. Might have had a sign give it away. So here we are, home for the night. Not bad, eh? Should be some hopefully pretty nice views in the morning when I wake up. It's not too misty. So there we go. So, I'm going to get things set up. Right, I think I'm set up. Getting there anyway. Let me show you how things are looking at the minute. So, I've got my table set up. Laptop on at the minute, just need to check a few emails and stuff. I've got coffee machine plugged in, kettle, I'm going to make myself a brew. A couple of them biscuits might disappear, you never know. Fire sticks plugged in the TV for later. Got the new, where are they? The new camping slippers on, courtesy of Morrison's. So that's good. I've had the diesel heater on, but it's got just a bit too warm, to be honest, so I've just taken that off. I need to figure out why it's not regulating to temperature. It's just roasting. It just gets roasting and then you just have to turn it off, so got to figure that out. But that's what it's all about, figuring this stuff out. The new toilet is all chemicaled up. There it is. So ready to rock in case needed. Hopefully not. The new toaster's over there, look, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Yeah, so we're all kind of good to go. Now, plans changed a little bit this afternoon because Russ, who I kind of met up, had a really good afternoon with Russ, but he had to shoot off. So the planned fish and chips is not happening. Gutted. So I called in at Morrison's and got myself some food I'm going to cook in the van. So I do like cooking, so I'm going to have a go. I've got myself some pasta sauce, I'll show you that in a bit. And I've treated myself to a little pudding. Why not? Done a lot of walking today. So, yeah, that's kind of me at the minute. I'm going to make a brew. Just going to chill out a little bit, get connected to Wi-Fi and stuff. And, yeah, I'll have another little chat in a bit. What I should have done is showed you the view, which is half the reason for coming here. Turn these lights off and see if we can see the view outside. There you go. You can see that. Oh, there's a car coming past. But there you go. Yeah, cracking view. I can hear the sea, which is awesome. So happy days. Okay, it's time for tea. And it is tea because I'm from up north. It's not dinner, all right? I'm only joking. Call it what you want. I call it tea. So we have got, unfortunately, we haven't got fish and chips like we planned. However, been to Morrison's, good old Morrison's, and I've got myself some 4-cheese tortelloni pasta, fresh, cooks in 3 minutes, allegedly, and some Morrison's tomato and basil sauce. Nice and simple. Accompanied by mini baguette. And I might have got myself a little dessert. I have to wait and see. So let's go. Water. Told you a lie. It's actually got 8 power settings. I've been sat here like a numpty thinking this is not heating up very quick. And we're just about boiling, so pasta in. know whether I'm going to need all this. However, let's see how much fit in. So I think this is probably for 2 people. Yeah. All right, let's go with that. I think that's enough. And it says boil for 3 minutes. So I'm going to knock it down to P5, lid back on, and let's give it 3 minutes on the old Apple Watch timer. There we go. So while we're waiting for that to boil, just a few thoughts about the trip so far. I've had a brilliant day with Russ, really enjoyed it. Just been nice to get out the home office and go somewhere new. We always have a good laugh, me and Russ. So yeah, that's been really good. I'm nervous about first wild camping night. Yeah, I am, yeah. Always been on campsites, so it's a bit weird to be just parked up kind of on a back street. There's actually no one around at the minute, so it's just me on my own. I hear the odd car come past. I've heard a few cars come past and just, I think, spin round or whatever. But yeah, I suppose during the night, let's turn this down a bit. Let's just simmer. If I hear any kind of car doors, any noises, yeah, it's going to be a bit weird. However, the van's going to be locked down to P1. The van's going to be locked. No one can get in. If they do get in, well, we'll see what happens. They won't. I'm overthinking it. No one's going to get in the van. It's going to be fine. It's going to be quiet night. Just about hear the sea. It's a little bit windy, but not too bad. So yeah, hopefully, just going to watch some TV after I've had my tea. Bit of YouTube and stuff, and then hopefully just nod off. We've done a fair bit of walking today. We probably walked a couple of miles. So we've done a bit. Yeah. So we'll see. I've wanted to do this for ages, so let's just crack on with it. And I think it's one of them things that I'm guessing once you've done one night, you're kind of all right, and it just goes hopefully well. So fingers crossed. Looking good. Right, pasta sauce done. Smoking hot looking at it. There we go. That is hot. That's going to burn me. Wow. Oi, there you go. Right, pasta sauce going in. Don't need all that, to be honest. A bit of a mess here. You know what? I think that's probably enough for now. Well, do you know what? I don't think that's turned out half bad at all. Bit of YouTube, pasta, some nice crusty baguette, bottle of water. I'm off the beer at the minute, being good. There we go. Let's tuck in and enjoy and watch some Nemo's Camper Adventure. I think the clean plate tells you everything you need to know. That was really good. Nice, easy meal. And the beauty of having a microwave in your van. Just nice, easy, satisfying meal. So next up, dessert. And there it is. Apple crumble in the microwave. It's about a minute and a half. Cold custard over the top. Hopefully delicious. Let's give it a try. And there you have it in all its glory. Smells really good, to be fair. I did get 2. No, I'm not an animal, just the one. Yep, as good as it looked and smelt. Really nice. By the way, is that the poshest rubbish bag you've ever seen in your life? Gonna make a list in a bit of stuff. Do this every time. Stuff I need to sort out, and I really need to sort out a bin. I just need a rubbish bin. Just something better than just a bag hanging around the van. Surely there's something I can put somewhere. Anybody got any ideas about bin? An idea of where I could put a bin? Let me know. So here's the setup for the night. Bed's out. Big, thick sleeping bags at the ready. TV's on, bit of football, bit of YouTube. Heater's on low, I think. I'll probably have to turn it off in a bit, it's getting pretty warm. But there you go. So, hopefully, a nice quiet night, good sleep. It's getting a bit windy, the van's rocking a bit, but there you go. I've got the covers out on the front windscreens now. I didn't have them on, but I put them up. And there we go. Right, night-night. See you in the morning. So a bit of an update. I'm just kind of drifting off to sleep. It's about 11 o'clock. And I could hear like a strange rustling noise outside. It sounded a bit weird. So I've been outside and had a look with the torch, and it looks to me like a corner of the solar panel that's peeling away. It's like a really thin film. And it's kind of flapping in the wind. It is quite windy. The fan's rocking a little bit. So it looks to me like the corner of the panel's peeling off. I don't know whether it's a cover that maybe should have been ripped off, you know, like a plastic tack thing, or whether it is coming apart. I don't know. So, yeah, we'll have a better look tomorrow in the light, and then it might be a trip back down to Imperial Cars, see what's going on. But anyway, there you go. So hopefully, don't keep me awake, I can get some sleep. Other than that, it's quiet out there. Still one motorhome here. There's another van actually appeared further up, so got a bit busier. But anyway, night, see you in the morning. Morning. Alarm's just gone off. 6 o'clock. I've got to get back for some work meetings, so set me alarm. Yeah, not a bad night. Not a bad night actually. Woke up once, about 3 o'clock. Van was rocking about, not in that way, but it was rocking about with the wind. You can probably hear it now. Pretty bad, to be fair. It's got really windy. Maybe that's something to think about when you're wild camping, where you park with the weather. It's right on top of a cliff. It's a bit chilly. Just put the diesel heater on. So I'm going to get a coffee on. Get myself woke up a bit. Sorted out. And yeah. See you in a bit. Right, I've got myself sorted. I've got myself a coffee. The coffee machine is definitely a good addition to the van. I've got to think about that. This one's a bit big. I might have to look at getting something a bit smaller. If anybody can recommend a coffee machine, and a smaller one that can fit somewhere a bit easier, then let me know. So, just to wrap up really enjoyed the trip. I've survived my first wild camp, which I'm obviously happy about. I was nervous about it, but I don't know why, but I was. It did help when a couple of other vans turned up quite late on last night, but anyway, I was fine once I got settled into it. Slept pretty well, woke up the once. Van was rocking quite a lot with the wind, and it still is, if you can hear it. The probably one thing to think about when wild camping is the position of your van, where to park. I'm on the top of a cliff here, so it was always going to be windy and rocky. Never really thought about that. So that's something you live and learn. I'm learning as I'm going, so there definitely will be more wild camps, 100%. So yeah, a few things to learn. I've got a list that I need to think about for next time. List of stuff to make things just a little bit easier, a little bit better. But yeah, overall, really enjoyed it. it's been a good little adventure, good little trip. And yeah, back home to the boys and to the missus and to meetings and stuff. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.